Mr. Lockhart,
Yes, hello.
are you, you've been here before, correct?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Have you made any kind of filings on your behalf?
Yeah, quite a few.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart. Appearance for the record, please.
Yeah, so I am Jamil of the family Lockhart. The motions that I filed and the documents that I have filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court. And I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal action? Criminal. Okay. Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court two criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal. From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
Exactly what brand of superglue are you huffing? Because Article 1, Section 8, Clause 7, also called the Enclave Clause, gives the federal government the power to set up an exclusion zone in the District of Columbia.
So in which of these two criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under what grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you
to disclose it to you. Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the Sixth Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without an attorney, I need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct
you have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry. If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter. Okay.
Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under. And it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction. Maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys. So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules. The whole book is ascertainable to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants you to inform me of the nature and cause of any action brought against me. And right now, you are denying that right.
Sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving, drive while license not valid or improper. The other charges, no insurance, misdemeanor. The allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration on that vehicle.
Yeah, we call that an education in court. It's technically known as contempt. The Sixth Amendment does guarantee the right to be informed of the cause and nature of any charges against you, but nowhere does it guarantee that you'll actually understand them.
I understand the
maximum possible. Don't interrupt me, sir.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
Those are the charges. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Your Honor, I am trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court.
And I told you,
As I said, you told me it was a criminal jurisdiction.
If you read the Michigan court rules, the Michigan court rules will tell you and give you jurisdiction. So they have a copy of the Michigan court rules online or at the public library. I'm sure it is easily ascertainable, and we're not going to keep going down this road, young man. Do you want a bench trial?
So I cannot. I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Listen, it's let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that.
It
can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question.
I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise my Sixth Amendment right. I can show you Constitution is exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
There's no such thing as subtracted morality law. It's actually called admiralty law, and if you look beneath your feet, you'll notice there's a pretty big ocean missing, which means this case isn't under admiralty jurisdiction. That wraps up his first appearance. At his second appearance, just like the first, he decided to stick around until the end of the docket, just to argue with the judge.
Sir, the way you speak to the court is via motion, okay? If you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion,
under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
So there's only two jurisdictions which this court can operate under.
You're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to seek legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it admiralty law?
Are you seriously asking the judge to hold your hand and walk you through the exam, the same way you apparently earned your law degree?
On the record for Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
Yes.
All right. This is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you regarding court rules and all of those positions that you have. If you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date.
If you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me.
Listen,
and I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I told you, I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact, where is the injured party? Is the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. If there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is the city the injured party here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city is the plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint. Well,
that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement. And I would implore the prosecution to put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Young man, you gotta go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're gonna win at this position, that's gonna be up to what you say in your brief, and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff, okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure. Until you get it correct, we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language, okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir. Is this a common
So
law criminal procedure
I'm giving you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for.
I told you, go to Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yes, very much so.
Could you please direct me to that?
Well, how kind of you to hand yourself a get-out-of-murder-free card just because there's no complaining witness and you claim you never had a contract with the state. That's not how it works. When you drive on public roads, use public services, or insist your rights be recognized in court, as you did today, you're also agreeing to follow the laws and responsibilities that come with those rights.
I've already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules, is that statutory law?
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you, sir. Whatever motions that you have, that's how you speak to the court, through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it. I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying that we don't.
Your Honor, there is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding. And I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss this case.
On the grounds that you refuse to shut your mouth and actually pay attention. If you'd stop trying to talk over the judge and show off your legal expertise, you'd have realized he was saying that the court could skip all the formalities of setting up future court dates you clearly have no intention of attending, and just issue a warrant for your arrest today.
And for the record, I would just
in order to, you can move to the circuit court, and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court. As I stated, if the city is the injured party,
file a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. There's been no evidence presented to substantiate any kind of jurisdiction in this case. This is our second time. I've asked for this the first time. And there's been no evidence of any jurisdiction, and I don't understand why, you're insisting on, moving to another court date, and we have not addressed this very basic and fundamental issue of jurisdiction. If it cannot be proven and proven on the record, then this case must be dismissed. Well, I mean, I don't understand why we are delaying this any further.
We don't have to delay it any further. I can put a warrant out for your arrest. And you don't have to show up. I mean, you'll have to deal with that then. But at some point, you're going to have to deal.
Under what grounds, under what basis are you putting a warrant out for my arrest?
Let me give you some advice, because I've watched enough trials to know this. What you just did is the fastest way for a judge to kill two birds with one stone. Not only does he get to prove to you that he absolutely has jurisdiction over you, but he also gets to set a clear example for anyone else watching of exactly what not to do in the future.
And you
I didn't say I was going to put a warrant. I said, if you're telling the court that you're not going to come back to any court dates, then that's up to you. All I can do
What
after
I'm
that
saying,
point-
sir, is I don't wish to delay this any further. There has been no proof of jurisdiction. There is no live injured party. I mean, there's a claim that the city of Detroit is an injured party, but I'm not aware of any international agreements or contracts that I've entered into with the city of Detroit. And the prosecutor can't provide that. And it seems like there's a bias going on here because flat on its face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue. And you just insist that we move to another court date. And I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution. And what I'm asking is
what you're
Sixth
saying,
Amendment right.
in essence is that I don't have any authority.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
Looking at 30 days isn't the same thing as being sentenced to 30 days. You still have time to save yourself. Just take the free lawyer. I mean, I think most of you watching this video would take the free lawyer. But not Lockhart. Oh no. Lockhart's a subject matter expert who insists on making a special appearance. Because, of course, he knows better than everyone else.
I'm asking you to prove your authority. I'm trying to understand where your authority is coming from. And you're failing to do so.
Read the Michigan court rules, read your statutes, read the Constitution over again, and you'll find that.
As I said before, I'm not asking you for legal advice or where
and
to go.
The Michigan Constitution.
You have, if you have a legitimate jurisdiction, I'm asking you, is it a criminal jurisdiction under statutory law, or is it under the common law?
All right, we're gonna give them a trial.
And you will not answer that question. Your Honor, we cannot proceed until I understand the nature and cause of the action against me.
I'm gonna say this one last time to you, sir. Go, and if you want to speak to the court, if you have any objection to the court and these dates, and if you don't feel that these dates are lawful, and if you, whatever your claim is that you're stating, you speak to the court through motions. I want that, and those motions that you're entertaining on the record right now, I've dismissed some of them already. I want you to file those motions with the court.
Under no basis or ground.
So that the court can read your motion and make a ruling and give the city attorney an opportunity to respond. If you do it the proper way, you might learn something. But I don't think that the way that you're going, that you're even if they show you documentation like it is in black and white, you're not going to believe that anyway. That's the perception that I'm getting from you. So I'm going to set these dates. It's going to be up to you whether you want to come to these court hearings or not. And if you don't come to the court hearings, the only recourse I have is to issue a warrant for failure to appear. Okay, so
sir, I still have this same question that you keep failing to answer, and without that question being understood,
and that's it. I'm done talking about it. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to set a
let the record show that the judge has refused.
Listen, sir, don't interrupt me again. Okay? Don't interrupt me again. Let's set a motion date for.
I do not consent.
Please do not say anything else, sir.
And that goes for most people who end up in jail for contempt of court, which is perfectly fine, because your acceptance in court is really just a personal courtesy, not a right.
I'm exercising my Sixth Amendment right. The Sixth Amendment, exercise of an amendment right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
I'm holding you in contempt of court, sir.
As I stated before, I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court.
I'm not going to deal with you. You're going to jail.
Pursuant to
let's pull out the contempt.
The Sixth Amendment.
Whatever paperwork we need to do and fill it out, we're going to fill it out this time. I'm holding your client. Well, Mr. Berry, you are, I guess, not representing this client because this client is probably. Do you want the representation of a lawyer, sir, at this point now, sir? Because now you're looking at 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. Do you want the representation or not?
Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand the jurisdiction of this court, and this court has refused me that answer. And apparently it is a jurisdiction only understood to bar members and licensed attorneys. This is a direct violation of the Constitution, and I do not consent. I do not agree. That's it. Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
It's too late.
I've merely asked a very basic, simple question, and you have refused to answer it. I feel as though the court is trying to constrain me to an unfair plea in absence of my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me. So did you receive the documents that I sent you asking for your anti-bribery statement? Hello.
I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail today.